rather have full minutes I call this meeting to order at 6:04. Can I please have roll call?
Hector J. Garcia. Rolando Gonzalez.
Present.
Cindy E. Cantu.
Present.
Michael Barron. Gary Garza. Jim Mares.
Here.
Regina Portillo. Daniela Sada Paz.
Here.
And Adolfo G. Martinez.
Present.
For the record, you do have one.
Madam Chair, motion to excuse those not present.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I have a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of May 15th.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Unless you just-
All against? Motion passes. Are there any citizen comments?
Yes, we do, Madam Chair. Did we give her the card?
Is it this one?
That one, yes, ma'am.
Larry Wilburn?
Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna take a little bit. It's regarding our city water coming from the river. Okay, you know there's a lot of bad stuff goes in that river up above us. All the other cities, that's why they build on the river, to dump. Even, this, you don't like this, but even the blood from a mortuary, we're not meant to drink our brother's blood. Right? And me, dredge that lake out, the highest point of Laredo. It's all gravity. Make it 200-300 feet deep, like lakes up north. Fish will be huge. People will use it. You'll see yachts and everything out there. Fishing like you don't know, because the fish will be delicious. When it's that deep, it's cold. Cold water fish, there's no comparison. And if you'll do this, I'll tell you a way to get free electricity. Because it's that deep, a hydroelectric. And for $2,000 to $7,000, you can have one put in. I Googled it. And we'll be drinking rainwater. And the lines will only have 50 pounds max. And that's all anybody needs, 50 pounds. It'll last forever, 50 pounds. And you charge everybody for their water, free. You get free. You got millions, billions of gallons in that ungodly deep lake. You have electricity free. Don't charge nobody over $50 for each. And the kids in Laredo eat so much better, right? I can't believe I got all that out that quick. What do you think? Could we put it to a vote?
No, these are public comments, Mr. Wilburn, and so unfortunately, it's not on the agenda. And this is not the body that would typically handle that situation. That would be something that the city council
That is correct.
would take up. And more than likely would remand it to one of the committees and then bring it up to the council. But we do appreciate your comments. This particular body handles planning and zoning items.
Yeah. But, I'm sorry, but to me, rainwater is a whole lot better than, okay, sir, I'm at a rat poison factory. I could dispatch way, way, way too hot. Can't use it for nothing. It'll kill a small city or medium city. You want me to call EPA to come pick it up and dispose of it properly and find a doo-doo out of us? He'll say, no, flush her, son, flush her. For money. Kill your own people. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope I got a point across this time.
No. We
Oh, don't say no.
No, we get your,
My point.
yes, your point, but as my, companion,
Colleague,
my colleague,
the two to the right.
You're a good guy.
Mr. Belmares said, we do not take, measures of these kind
thought this
in
was city.
this committee.
I thought this was city council meeting.
No,
I'm so
we're
sorry.
planning and zoning, sir.
When is city council meeting?
The next one, I think, is the 16th.
June
It's the
16th is
16th.
16, it's next week.
Typically, it's the first and the third.
And the third of every month.
Oh, okay. The
It's
first and
First and third
third.
Monday.
Monday,
First and the third.
first and the third Monday of every
Okay,
month.
so I need to come back.
Yes.
Definitely.
You can come
I
back.
wasted all this. I'll be home enjoying a good cold beer. Lord have
No,
mercy.
well, thank you.
I enjoy them enough the way it is.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming.
thank you.
Appreciate you coming up.
Appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Motion to open public hearing number 6A.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 6A, amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by authorizing the issuance of a conditional use permit for a phone exchange switching station on Lot 2, Block 54, Carlton Gardens Subdivision Number 2, located at 5409 Springfield Avenue.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, the applicant is Smartcom Telephone LLC owner applicant. Alan Yoder is the representative. The property description is Lot 2, Block 54, Carlton Garden Subdivision Number 2, located at 5409 Springfield Avenue. The zone change request is a conditional use permit, and the proposed use is a phone exchange switching station. Letters number 46, 4, again, 0 and 0. Background, a description of what a phone exchange switching station is. It's a facility in a telecommunications network that connects telephone calls by routing them from one phone line to the other. And of course, here on this PowerPoint, you can see that these are photos of examples of what a switching station might look like. Location view, aerial view, street view, zoning, signage, zoning overview, future land use, and staff recommendations, staff supports the proposed motion. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item? No?
Madam Chair, motion to close the public hearing and support staff's recommendation for conditional use permit.
All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. Review,
Yep. Yep, just read those out.
review of the revision to the following master plan. 7A, review of the revision to the Vista Verde subdivision master plan. The intent is residential. The purpose of this master plan revision is to reconfigure phases.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The applicant is Rhodes Enterprise. The engineer is Howland Engineering, and the proposed use is residential. The current zoning for this 339 lot development is agricultural. Location view. Aerial view. The current master plan approved on April 3rd, 2025. The revised master plan submitted. Staff comments. Continuation. Traffic comments. Fire comments. And the proposed motion. Thank you.
Engineer record.
Good evening, staff, members of the commission. Miguel Jimenez with Howland Engineering, on behalf of Rose, our client, engineer for the project. I'm here to answer any questions you may have, but I want to kind of just explain why we resubmitted this master plan. It was recently approved, and the reason for that is there were some developments. We got some final answers, additional information from TxDOT. And as you guys remember, one of the main items was the alignment of Cielito Lindo, right? Mm-hmm. So we did get information from TxDOT. we actually coordinated and got TxDOT to meet with the planning department, city staff. And with the feedback from TxDOT, we thought that we could, it was agreed upon and kind of cleared out the discrepancies So we resubmitted the master plan, removing the 70-foot dedication for the accession to Lindo. Unfortunately, I did then give a call to planning department, and they kind of don't think that they're not thinking the same. So we see the comment, right, to reconfigure the phases, and they want alignment. We have no issue with that. I guess what I'm trying to say is we'll accept the comment. We're willing to put that 75 back like the original plan was, master plan was approved. And just want to make sure for the record that we probably will be back as we move along the phases, right? We moved our first phase away from this intersection because of that, because we weren't aligning, we weren't coordinating. We don't have as much information. So that's another reason for the resubmittal of the master plan. We renamed the phases. Instead of this southern phase, now we moved up to the north, right? So we can start our development. And then as well as we did some drainage, we had to reconfigure for some drainage, right? Based on, again, information that we got from TxDOT updated. So that's mainly it. We reconfigured based on new information and as well, and we just on record accepting comments, and we're willing to put that 70 foot right away and build the road right when we come with that phase. So the plan, we're gonna follow up, we're gonna make those revisions, and we're gonna send it to planning department, and then we're gonna see that right away again.
Where is that comment on the 70-foot? Because I'm looking at the staff recommendations and,
That is comment number one. It doesn't say 70 foot.
Yeah,
The
we've
reason
got
I'm
a-
saying 140 to 150, so
Right.
our half is 70. That's where the 70 comes into play.
gotcha,
La
Thank
mitad, la mitad.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the reason for why we're resubmitting. We're actually decreased the lots as well, so it kind of helps out with traffic, and there's some benefits to the resubmittal. Comment number two, just want to clarify that we've already been in coordination with traffic department since the layout did change. We already started coordinating the spots where we're going to increase, so no problem, addressing that concern. We actually already pinpointed those spots, and I know the traffic director's here, so we're willing to do that, and that's gonna be included when we submit the final master plan to planning. And the one I do wanna discuss and request to be stricken off, or at least the variance, is number 3. If this deals with the exceeding the threshold for the 500 linear feet and 24 dwelling units in a dead end. That's one of the ones we got stricken off the first time around, and the same theory and reasoning behind that is fire department. We coordinated, and as long as we're within less than 30 lots, which we are, there's no concern there, and there's no concern on the length of the road either. So we will request that to be stricken out. Other than that, we concur with comments for planning. Then moving on to traffic, just want to point out comments 6 and 7 that I did coordinate with them before this meeting. And if the director can concur that we coordinated these be stricken off. Comment number 6 is provide a loop for a 60-foot right-of-way at intersections and dead-end connections. We're addressing that with spot increasing at certain spots, right? And we're not gonna have a collector-sized road going through the subdivision. That's another reason why 7's related to that, since we're not gonna have a major collector. That comment really doesn't apply. So that's my request. Removing comments 6 and 7 from traffic and comment number 3 from planning.
Madam Chair, quick question, going back to item number 1. So is it your position that you're gonna come back to this commission at some point and reconfigure the Cuatro Vientos intersection with TxDOT at that point? But for the now, you're okay with leaving it as such where a portion of that is still going to be on your property and other portion will be on your southern neighbor's property, coming back and reconfiguring where it's all gonna be on your southern neighbor's property, is that correct?
Correct. Yes, so we have no issue because, we don't have an issue building the road. We want what's best. But we see it being an issue. If TxDOT comes in and this road is in, they're not gonna use it, what's gonna happen to the road, a lot of things. So hopefully by the time we get to this phase, TechStop's further along, they're on the ground, and maybe it addresses the city's concern, planning's concern, and maybe we can align at that point.
Did they already send you their CAD or all that already? Because I know last time we didn't even have that.
Yes,
Okay.
they sent us that. They sent us 60%. Right now, the last time they're at 60% with plans dated in February of this year. I'm assuming they're further along now, but those are the plans were provided. We were also told that they're partially funded already. I know that was one of the concerns and questions from planning. When were they going to be funded? They're partially funded, not fully, but I mean they're ready to go. It was also mentioned that the sooner this area develops, kind of helps TechStop's case to come and improve this area since it's going to be affecting their right of ways, right? So, yes, to answer your question, Mr. Belmontes,
Yep.
yes.
Madam Chair, question for staff. And you've seen these plans from TechStop already, and you've had those conversations with them about where they are on funding and,
We did meet with TechStot. I was not present. If, Rafael, can you share?
Sure, I'd be happy to. We did meet with Texas, we had some conversations as well, as traffic was there as well. But at this time, I mean, there is not something set in stone from TxDOT, and there are possibilities that some of these things could change. So again, for our perspective, equal share, individual, each property owner, but the feedback we got from TxDOT, it's not at that point where there's some degree of assurance where we could say this is the way.
without asking the hypothetical, which is gonna happen at some point, when it does happen and they do agree that they don't want that road built, well, you're not going to oppose the item at that point. Or will you still have an opposition to the master plan being redone, not sharing the width of the
The road
roadway?
won't be built.
Well,
Pardon me.
but the section, in other words, it's not gonna be designed, the way you all currently think it may be designed. They have a current design that does not take any property from this developer. It takes it all from the southern neighbor. But you don't have any assurances because again, they're only at 60%, they don't have all the funding and it may not be in concrete as you say. But that will happen at some point, and will you all have
I
an
don't
objection
believe
to
that
that?
They mentioned anything about funding.
That is correct.
They,
And
they did not relate to us. We asked about the funding. They said they had no funding.
They just have design,
And-
60%.
And that, that there was nothing, that there
Yeah,
was.
I mean, and it's not concrete at this point.
Right. Design is at 60%, but no funding.
I don't
as far
know,
as
did
you
they
know.
even said
There's
60%?
No.
We have the plans and they specify 60% on the plans.
And you've seen these plans?
We have not.
I thought y'all saw them at the meeting.
Yeah, we asked if we could be present at the meeting. We didn't get a response. I think they wanted to meet behind closed doors, so I couldn't.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the wishes of the
No,
commission?
one more question for staff, Madam Chair. The traffic department, do they concur with the removal of items 6 and 7?
Motion to approve, subject to staff comments, but removing, comment 3 from, items in the staff list and removing 6 and 7 from the traffic, comments.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All against? Motion passes. 9A, preliminary,
8A.
yeah, 8A? Preliminary reconsideration of the plat of Vista Verde subdivision, Phase 1, formerly known as Phase 2. The intent is residential. The purpose of this reconsideration is to reconfigure the phase number, lot configuration, and street alignments.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The applicant is Rhodes Enterprise. The engineer is Howland Engineering Surveying. The proposed use is residential, and the zoning for this 128 lot development is agricultural. Location view, aerial view, the proposed plat, planning comments, continuation, traffic comments, and fire comments, and the proposed motion. Thank you.
evening, staff, members of the commission, Miguel Jimenez, Holland Engineering. This is our first phase. We had to resubmit, because of the reconfiguration. I just, kindly request the same comments to be stricken off for traffic number 6 and 7, exactly the same, and we concur with all the plannings and the rest of traffic.
And Madam Chair, we have concurrence from traffic. Motion to approve subject to staff comments, striking items 6 and 7 from the traffic safety section.
Second.
Second, Cáceres. All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. 9A, preliminary consideration of the replat of tract 7, Laredo Ranchettes into lot 7A through 7D, Laredo Ranchettes. The intent is residential.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The applicant is Gustavo Rodriguez and Alma Leticia Aitan. The engineer is Savio Engineering. The proposed use is residential, and the zoning for this 4-lot development is not applicable as it is located in the extraterritorial jurisdiction. Location view, aerial view, current plat and the proposed plat, staff comments, continuation, and the proposed motion. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Good evening, Commission. Jonathan Buscom, Star Engineer. We concur with staff comments. I'm here to answer any questions or concerns you may have.
Motion to approve subject to staff comments.
Second. Second by Ms. Cantu. All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. Consideration of the following preliminary and final plats. Preliminary, A, preliminary and final consideration of the replat of Lot 22, Block 2, Los Altos subdivision into lots 22A and 22B, Block 2, Los Altos subdivision. The intent is residential.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The applicant is Hector Arizpe and Hortensia Ortiz. The engineer is Topside Civil Group. The proposed use is residential, and the current zoning for this 2-lot development is not applicable as it is located in the extraterritorial jurisdiction. Location view, aerial view, the current plat and the proposed plat, and the proposed motion. Thank you.
Is anybody here?
The topside
Topside?
engineers?
No?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. Preliminary and final consideration of the replat of Lot 7, Block 7, Pueblo Nuevo subdivision into Lot 7A, 7B, 7C, Block 7, Pueblo Nuevo subdivision. The intent is residential.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The applicant is Ignacio Cerda Lopez, and the engineer is Topside Civil Group. The proposed use is residential, and the current zoning for this 3-lot development is not applicable as it is located in the extraterritorial jurisdiction. Location view, aerial view, the current plat and the proposed plat, and the proposed motion. Thank you.
Topside again, not present. Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. Okay. A and B, 11 and 4.
Final consideration. 11 a.m.
Eh?
11.
11A.
Pues son puros finals que puedo-
Sí,
Take them all together.
Do I have a motion to take them all together?
Yes, motion to consider items 11A through 11F.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Can you read them up?
Yes, ma'am. For the record, final consideration of the plat of Embarcadero Phase 7 subdivision, final consideration of the plat of the Coves at Winfield Phase 8. 11C, final consideration of the replat of Lot 1 A, Block 1, Fire Station Number 12 into Lot 1A, 1B, Block 1, Fire Station Number 12. 11, D, final consideration of the Arthur Miller Court Extension Plat. Final consideration of the plat of Gator Point Subdivision, Phase 3. And finally, final consideration of the plat of Las Aves Subdivision.
That's all? Motion to approve items 11A through 11F.
11F.
Second.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. Consideration of model subdivision compliance. 12A, consideration of model rule subdivision compliance of the replat of 3 Points Village. The intent is residential. Aye. Yeah?
Would you like me to go with PowerPoint? If you want? Yes.
¿Los dos son diferentes o es la misma presentación? No, son diferentes, ¿no?
Yeah,
Three
two
Point
different
Village and
ones.
Santa
Elena.
Elena subdivision.
For the applicant is NHS Laredo Holdings Corporation, Engineers Guerra Engineering and Surveying. The proposed use is residential. The current zoning for this 24-lot development is R1B. Location view, aerial view, current plat and the proposed replat, and the proposed motion.
Motion to approve?
Second. Second by?
Cindy.
Ms. Cantu. All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. 12B, consideration of model rule subdivision compliance of the plat of Santa Elena subdivision Phase 2. The intent is residential.
Yes, ma'am. The applicant is HAPO Holdings, Engineers Porras Nance Engineering. The proposed use is residential, and the current zoning for this 248-lot development is R1B and RMH. Location view, aerial view, the proposed plat, and the proposed motion.
Motion to approve?
All in favor?
Aye.
All against? Motion passes. Discussion and possible action, 13A, to reschedule the regularly scheduled Planning and Zoning Commission meeting on June 19 due to the Juneteenth National Independence Day holiday. Do, staff,
Yes,
do you guys work that day or no?
I think it's the parade, right? Is it the parade?
No, it's a national.
Oh, it's a holiday,
It's a
pardon me,
national
sorry.
holiday.
I'm confusing it with the parade day. Yeah, it's a national holiday, so we recommend just moving it one day forward to, instead of
Like a
Thursday, Wednesday.
Ay, yo no voy a estar Wednesday. What are the wishes of the commission?
What about like a Friday on a noon or something?
Yes,
Are you guys available with that? No, that's,
I mean, obviously, yes,
Or is
we
that-
will make ourselves available.
well, that's lunch hour too, so.
It's just the public, you know, they often, find it difficult to attend in the lunchtime, but we will make ourselves available for sure.
And so the next available date, I mean, could we push back an entire week to the 26th?
Let's see.
Right, Thursday, the 26th?
We could, the thing is, we did not check the availability of the council chambers. That's often the issue, you know? What we could do is, I guess, poll everybody. And if you'll we'll check the availability and poll everyone and see if we would have quorum for that day.
So Madam Chair, right now, you would not be present
On,
On
on
18th.
Wednesday,
on the Wednesday, the 18th.
the eighteenth?
Not 18th, but are you saying poll everybody for the 26th or just keep the 18th?
Yeah, well, if you decide on the 18th, then we would set it for the 18th. If you set it for the 26th, then I think we would shoot for that day and hope for the best.
I'm available on the 18th.
I'm okay with 18th.
I won't be available.
You won't be-
I won't be
I believe we
available.
have three, maybe two more.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Let's just keep it.
Let's keep it the 18th.
I'll be back, I think, the seventeenth, but if anything, I don't know if I will be here for the eighteenth, so.
You have your vice chair. So
Okay.
You'll take.
I'll take it.
That's fine.
I'll hopefully get couple of the others to come.
Yeah, we'll,
Let's shoot for the 18th then.
Okay? We need action for the,
Motion to reschedule our meeting for Wednesday, June 18th.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion
Yes.
to adjourn.
no, I'm sorry, pardon us.
No, wait,
Just
Jim.
very quick, the minutes. Did we approve the minutes?
Yes.
Yes.
We did?
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to say it again?
He made the motion.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
But I didn't
All
say,
right, we
do I have
definitely,
it?
I guess we were,
Yeah, we had a second.
got lost in the water conversation.
Yeah.
We did. We got lost in the water conversation.
Well, I guess I motion.
Any citizen comments? Any comments by, no citizen
I don't
comments?
wanna go back.
I don't wanna go back.
No,
No comments from
none
you
at
guys,
this time, ma'am.
from staff? No? Okay.
Okay.
What do I do with this one?
Nothing.
Nothing?
We're fine.
For the record.
Just for your
For the
your
record. For the record.
Okay.
All right, yeah, so,
Got it.
motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second.
Okay, second? Aye.
Opposed, same
All,
sign?
all in favor?
Carries. We're out of here.